All right, everyone, here's another episode of, let's see. It's basically going to be a very short video of how I attach a Twca cam, such as this, which I just received, to the handle. It's not going to be a video of me making the handle. You've seen me do that. I have a video on my channel. It's just simply titled "Handling a Twca Cam." It's pretty well received for my channel. It's got over 800 reviews, and I go into the whole process of how I actually make the handle. So what I wanted to kind of showcase was this Twca Cam that I received from someone that I follow on Instagram, and it's been such a great avenue to find other craftsmen, tool makers, specifically for spoon making. And this is a guy here, Richard Weaver. Its handle is RJ Weaver CD. I simply contacted him and inquired about his Twca cam that he makes, and also a carving knife, and paid for it. Just arrived yesterday, which is awesome. So that's kind of the extent of it. I'm going to handle this, but I'll show when we get to that part how we actually attach the tool into the handle. We'll all learn together. I am by no means an expert, but we will certainly learn together, and you can maybe learn from me maybe what not to do or find out a better technique. So just sit tight. I'll come back in just a few moments when we're ready to start putting the tool into the handle. All right, be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Probably going to be one of my shortest videos ever. I can't believe it. So look at all these shavings. Whoops. All these shavings. All walnut. Oh, my spoke shave. Oh, man. So I made a handle. Here's the handle. It's not about the shape of the handle. It's about, again, attaching it. So it's kind of like an oblong. Try something different. If I don't like it, I guess I can always round it over more, I suppose. But I think it's going to work good. Got some good tension, torque, I guess, leverage back there. So what I'm going to do is show you guys something. But it's with, where's my cat? What is she doing? I don't know where my cat is. Anyway. With this particular Twca cam, well, when you have it in your hand, you can probably see it better, but it tapers to a slight taper. So at its widest, I think up here is 3/8 of an inch. So let me just make sure on camera here. Yeah, it's about 3/8. So obviously this is a little bit less. So what I'm going to do is, because I kind of try to figure things out as I go along with a lot of stuff, my crafting and things, I just simply marked, probably can't even see, marked the center line as best I could. And I don't know if that looks perfect, but what I'm going to use, I'll do this off camera to spare you the noise. This is what I'm going to use. This is a Forstner bit. Can't really pronounce that. And the diameter of this particular bit is actually 3/8 of an inch. So this is the longest I have. It's only about 3 inches. And I guess because the tool tapers, as it goes a little bit further in, it'll sink in. I'm actually going to glue this into the handle as well, or glue the tool. I did, just FYI, I did that with my Nick Westerman 50mm Twca cam. Initially, I did not put any glue on it. Over time, it got loose. It took a while, but it did get loose. So I wound up putting just some Gorilla wood glue, not the Gorilla glue, which expands, just the wood glue, and that seems to be holding up. You probably should put epoxy in this. it's I guess it's up to you. But at the very least, some type of glue. I think in most forums, people talk epoxy is probably the best thing to do. So anyway, let me do this off camera. I'm going to drill the hole, and then we'll go about attaching the tool into the handle. All right, be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. So here's the hole. I went down as far as I could. Let me look in there real quick. It's not super clean, but although it's, you probably can't even tell, but basically we're going to treat this like how you would when you handle an axe, maybe. So what I did with my other Twca cam. So I'm going to dry fit it, and then off camera I'll do all this. I'm just going to explain to you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to dry fit it real quick. We're going to take a mallet and hit the end of it. That will, the way the earth works, the world works, it'll drive that in. So by hitting the bottom, turning it upside down, it'll actually drive the tool into the handle as deep as it can go. But before I do all of that, I'm going to just, fill this with glue. I may even put an extra wedge in there. Not sure. I'm just going to jerry rig it basically. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Basically, put it in, put some glue in, stick it in, hammer the opposite end to push it home, push it in, and then we'll pretty much be done. So be right back. All right, I'm back again. So maybe you could see it's hard to tell on camera, but there's a slight gap because we have the way I chose to do it was a round hole and a kind of a flat rectangular body of the tang of the tool. There's a gap there. Even though I have a lot of glue in there, I made a wedge, or to the best of my ability, a wedge. And I'm going to try to seat that in there, hammer it down. I protected the blade. That way it's putting more pressure for the tang up against the handle, and it'll be completely covered in glue, so it shouldn't go anywhere, just in case the glue wants to fail. So just wanted to let you know that part real quick. Be right back. Alrighty guys, we're back. We're at 8 minutes. That's awesome. So here is the completed project. We have the little wedge there. I hammered it down, cut it off. There will be some slight refinements to this, such as here. I'm going to let this dry for a little bit before I mess with it, probably overnight into tomorrow. I'm off the rest of the week from work, so plenty of time to do this. I'll probably taper this down, these sides, because you figure out when you're getting into a spoon bowl or whatever it is, that's going to kind of get in the way. So I can always taper that up. And that's the advantage of kind of leaving the handle a little bit bigger than you would really want. You can always come back to it later on as you use it and make some refinements. Not sure if I like the flatness of this. We'll see. It feels pretty decent, but we'll see. So anyway, that's how we do it. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks, guys.